energy that is ruled by Cancer. To each and every one of you guys, first of all, I want to say salutation to my Madrina, to my Padrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in the Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Andres. If this is your first time joining my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. The ATRs are the African traditional religions by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for being a part of this platform. This platform is for melanated people, those that are in the church practicing the ATRs, and also those that have left the church, probably for good reason, and but still got church influence. What's up there? How you doing? My Shamari in the house, Cancer, and then I got my Sagittarius from Detroit. To each and every one of you guys, I'm excited to be here with you all after having such a marvelous time interacting with my tribe in the psychic class, and it just the camaraderie between interacting with real people and people that want to do conjure, people that want to operate Mr. What's up, my jelly sweets in the house, my Gemini, and then I got my Boaz. He brought his ass on in the house. Much love to my Pisces and much love to many of you guys. I want to say hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one. What's up, Demetrius in the house? Guys, I'm very excited about what we're going to be talking about on today. We have had, it's probably in my email, but I'm going to be sending you guys a copy of that class. But I want to talk about, because we're headed into our 13th circle, and we're gonna eventually formulate a class for those with their Egun sticks. In order to get an Egun stick from Chief Apostle Samuel Jr., you're gonna have to have a membership, whether it is in Haitian Voodoo or my Orisha membership or Palo Miambe. Reason being, I got to be responsible for people getting spiritual tools from me, and they don't have the education or knowledge or the wherewithal how to utilize that. And I do real magic, real conjure, real mysticism over here, and so therefore I have to be responsible for what people get from me. And so therefore it, you got to understand, you got to be at a certain level of understanding and teaching, because I don't believe in micromanaging people. You grown, and that's as far as I go with it. You should know how to utilize energy, frequency, and vibration, especially if you done got a consultation or you've been following me for 2 hours. Now, I want to talk about something that's very significant to the ATRs, and I myself have gone through many of these things I'm going to talk about today. And when we're talking about lunar energy, we're talking about working with the moon, not per se just calling something moon water, per se getting selenite, things that represent the moonstones, things that represent the moon. And you really yourself don't really have understanding of how that particular energy works, operates, functions, and manifests. And you're not a student, or you don't study to show yourself approved. A workman that needed not to be ashamed. That's why people deal with a lot of shameful situations. And being able to rightly divide the word of truth, that means that you don't take things out of context. You decipher, you go by a defined definition, and therefore you're basing your research and your stance and your position based on facts. And that's what a lot of people that is growing up in these eras of the internet, You think you're knowledgeable because you don't listen to other people. You can't even decipher whether this person is knowledgeable. Okay, if they're knowledgeable, are they a participator or they're applicator of the knowledge that they have? Okay, if they're applicator of the knowledge that they have, is this person having victory or manifestation with the information or the knowledge that they're applying? Come on, somebody. You got to have somebody try, true, and test it. This is why even in the church world, we deal with soldiers that have been tried, tested, and approved. They done been through some stuff and they don't overcome some stuff. Because a lot of y'all listening to people that just going through. They just a ship without a sail. All they can testify is they on the water. But they have never successfully navigated the 7 seas. Come on here, somebody. I want to talk to grown people on today. Because my message is, and it's anchored in facts, reality, things that I go through. Things that I've seen my other spiritual cloud of witnesses that went on before me go through. They talk to me about things. See, when people trust you, they'll talk to you about things. Some of y'all can't get that inside juice, that Jesus juice, because you talk too goddamn much and you don't have a respect for that relationship that you got, and you ain't processing the information. But my title today is Mixed Emotions about the ATRS based on Christianity. And I'm going to tell y'all right now that you can claim to be in the ATRs, but you are, sir and ma'am, influenced by the ideas and the beliefs and the structures of Christianity. You still trying to be a good person in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, and nowhere in African science it's about being a good person. It's about being an evolved person, about elevating in it and evolving in different aspects of self. And as a divine God or goddess, you are trying to live, not trying, but you're striving to live out your destiny or your plan for your own life on this earth plane. Now, I don't know about you. I'm 52 years old. I've been doing magic ever since I was 3 to 4 years old. Let my mama tell about it. And a lot of y'all want to work roots, obeah. You want to work conjure. You don't work mysticism. You want to work with the elements. You want to work with chaos energy. You want to work with extraterrestrial energy. You want all this good shit. But you, sir and ma'am, got mixed emotions about the same ATR that you benefit from. Because you are being influenced. You got mixed emotion because you practicing the ATRs, but you got Christian beliefs. You want the Orishas, the Loas, and Kisi, and Pungos, and your ancestors. Now, if you doing your ancestors, I'm going to give you some grace with that. Because if they're Bible thumpers, that's cool. But my ancestors work voodoo. My ancestors work roots. My ancestors work necromancy. You understand? And they work the Bible. Huh? I want you to understand. Just like most Haitian people understand that the emblem that they use represents their Loa. They represent the Loa that are fifth dimensional entities, energies. And you gonna create problems when you are trying to mix Christianity with the ATRs. You're gonna be expecting people to respond, and you're sitting in the midst of their Loas and Kisi and Pungo. You're sitting in with Eshu, and you're talking about what would Jesus do. Jesus is gonna get you fucked up. Praise God. I'm gonna let you know. You coming in with that Jesus shit. I ain't talking about Yahshua. Because Yahshua was not a Christian. He practiced the black arts. The one that really lived and were depicted in our cosmology. Oh yeah, he practiced the arts. So we're not talking about him. We talking about all this forgiveness shit. We talking about all this mercy shit. We talking about what go around, all that. I speak of things because it relates to you. But I have a clear understanding that I don't bring Christianity to beliefs, the concepts. And what I do, because I know that they stole that information out of Kemet, out of Egyptology, out of the black arts, out of necromancy. And I strive to relate and connect the dots for Christian people, because I'm not Christian. I have real power. And I help them to see how it coincides, it correlates, it connects with what they say. Because Christians don't understand that, first of all, the Bible says that anything you ask the Father in my name, that will the Father give you. But most Christians, and they ignorant asses, they pray to Jesus. They go straight to the I am. Now the I am is under the concept of the teaching that he is first from among the dead. He's the risen Savior. That's what they say. I ain't said it. You understand? Because we know the truth is the Son of God is S-U-N, not S-O-N. Okay? Anyway, but to my Christian people, I want to walk it with you. So you believe in that concept. So you don't want me to talk to my ancestors because they're dead. But you can talk to a God that once was dead and now alive. Because you don't want me to believe that energy cannot be destroyed and that consciousness is forever. But you want me to believe in the Christ consciousness, the mind of Christ consciousness. You understand? I'm grown over here. And when you are trying to practice, develop, enhance spirituality, and you're choosing to go down a pathway of African traditional religions or sciences, you must understand the mythology that Christians have will directly align you against the energy, frequency, and vibration of African melanated sciences. The reason I brought this up, because you got too many mixed emotions. You got too many mixed emotions about Eshu. You got too many mixed emotions about Ezeli, Dontor. You got too many. You ain't got no mixed emotion when it comes down to Michael or anything that's Caucasian built. But when it comes to African diaspora, you got all these goddamn mixed emotions. You're not trying to understand who you are. You're concerned about the feelings and the ideas of other people that are call themselves striving to meet their maker. And if they truly wanted to meet their maker, they need to find their mother, because that's your maker. I'm sorry, did I say something? You got too many mixed emotions. And on this journey that you claim to be on for your spirituality, you should have singleness of mind. Your heart should be fixed, trusting in the Lord. And the Lord is a title. A man or woman can hold that title. Do you understand? Christians, a God is a title. And the only reason why we say goddess, because we acknowledge the feminine energy of divinity. Just like the divine feminine is divine, the divine masculine is divine. That's why we understand organ energy, or we talking about the nexus, we're talking about the void, we're talking about the beginning of all things. You don't know if it's God healing you or the devil, because you got mixed emotions. When a cancer is out of whack, out of sorts, that means they're in the state of lunacy. When you got mixed emotions, you're also sending mixed signals. Let me explain to you like this. I'm a divine healer. I got people come in my church. The ground is sacred, which means libations and ointments and rituals are done over the floor or the ground of my particular tabernacle or church, say it church. So when you sit or walk in my church, your energy connects with the energy of the floor or the Egum or the Orisha or the Loa and or any goddamn spirit that I call on, my ancestor. And when you do this, thank you so much for coming in. I know you didn't really came in here to help me, but I'm a monetized channel, so any traffic is a blessing to me. I still get credit for views. When you walk into my church and on that sacred ground, you don't have the power. I need you to hear me. When you come to my church, you are not stronger than me. And anybody that understands science, that whoever vibrates the highest dominates. So your sickness cannot reside in that frequency. It has to come subject. Your poverty does not have dominion in my atmosphere. Your confusion does not have dominion in my atmosphere. That's why when I'm not feeling good and I get up to preach, I end up connecting with the Egum and the spirits of that particular sacred ground. And that's why I'm able to overthrow anything that is going on in my body. I'm talking about the kahuna. This is why I know people full of shit. And let me tell y'all something, what you don't ever have to worry about, Apostle Ely. I would never get on social media or nowhere and tell you about something I don't do. That's why I know whether you're doing it or not. I'm first partaker. I don't have mixed emotions about herbs. I don't have mixed emotions about conjure. I don't have mixed emotions about graveyard work. I don't have that. You the one trying to make me something I'm not. I'm not evil. I'm not even good. I'm energy. I'm divine energy. I am the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of the fucking thing you cannot see. That's what I am. I am the mirror reflection of the divine. Understand that. I'm a child of Oya. I reflect the energy, frequency, and vibration. I am a child of Babaluaye. I'm crowned, goddammit. I manifest Egum and divine at the same goddamn time. See, I know who my energy is. I know I'm child of Centea. Huh? I am the poison of God, like Samael. You know that angel that y'all shun away from that angel. because he, sir and ma'am, is the poison of God. And you don't see God as a poison. But poison can heal your monkey ass. Remember the story in the Bible where Moses, the people were bitten by serpents and they were sick and unto death. And Moses had to make a bronze serpent. And that bronze represent who? Oh yeah. When I say I have clarity of mind, I'm not confused. You're the one that walk in my church. You're the one that walk in my presence. You're the one walking to my life, and you come in here with that Christian shit. And you don't fit none of the categories of Christianity, but you have the beliefs. Because you're a manipulator. I would challenge your sickness, because in my belief, I believe God can cure all manners of sickness and disease. You got mixed feelings about what God can do and what he can't do. You got mixed feelings about what divine feminine can do and what she can't do. I don't have them feelings. I don't have those emotions. I'm not walking around people with mixed feelings. I don't have a hate and love relationship. I love the Lord. I'm going to say it again. I love the Lord, whether I'm on the altar as a living sacrifice, whether I'm on the potter's wheel, I'm being fashioned and formed into another instrument. I don't have mixed emotions. I know what the fuck I signed up for. I'm not the in and out person. I know when I get my money, where that money got to go. Am I grateful and I'm thankful for what God has done for me up to the... What's up, my Monique 444? Do you understand? Sir and ma'am, you don't come in here with mixed emotions, and then you have the audacity, because I have not deceived no one. I have not deceived the members of my church. I have never told you, ma'am and sir, that I did not practice the black arts. What I did say, when you say I practice that stuff, I take a challenge with that, because what the fuck you mean stuff? What I practice is sacred, not that stuff. Oh, you talking about that root stuff, that conjure stuff, that obia stuff that you secretly need the help from? I don't play them games. You're not gonna come in my church. I'm 52 years old. I'm on an upward spiral of the divine, and I'm not gonna let you fuck with me. Some of you trying to get the wrong type of attention. Hear me and hear me well. You don't get Obatala's attention over bullshit. Because when those spirits look at your situation and realize you could resolve that on your own, or you're not even in need of help, and you're just trying to get their attention because you got an ego problem or you got an attention problem, see, you're going to get a different reaction from Obatala. See, you don't walk in my sacred space. I got Mother Susan at my house right now. She's been on, I started her on the parasite cleanse. And I started her when I could afford, because I don't need her talking about she got to wait till the first to get her check. Because this is something you cannot start and stop. This is something that may last up to 3 months, even to a 6-month period. Getting rid of parasite, depending on your condition and where your body. And she's 70 years old. She told me, she said, Apostle, she said, I used to have to go to the bathroom so much. She said, but since I drank that tea you gave me, I just went and consecrated her oil of oregano, so she gonna be using that. Let me tell y'all something. You can't buy nothing, my incense, my oils, nothing from me. and tell me what they can't do, because I use them my goddamn self. You ain't gonna tell me what my court instinct can do, because I use it on my own clients. I use it if my children were going through something. That's what I'm going to. See, I'm a participator in whatever contra and mysticism I involve myself. I don't have mixed emotions. I always believed in oil oregano. I have never had the dosage. I never had 6,000 milligram dosage until TikTok. But I always believe in the herbs, because I honestly believe that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. I believe that Tiamat, Gaia, whatever you want to call earth, is a living organism. And I believe she has the power to do any goddamn thing she want to do. And anything that's on her plane, she can bless it or she can curse it. And once I get okay from Gaia, once I get confirmation from Tiamat, I don't give a goddamn what doctors say. All you gonna look at me and do my test and marvel at my results. That's all you can do for me. Huh? I don't give a fuck about your diagnosis. I live by universal law. There is no mixed emotion, whether I believe what I declare out of my mouth. You, on the other hand, you're such a liar. That's why you always got mixed emotions about people, places, and things. I understand and I respect the process. Am I doing quite well in this process? Absolutely. But I'm also definitely highly dedicated. I'm on a aggressive regimen. See, you with the fuck shit, because you trying to save $1 so you can go do other things. I'm fully engaged. I'm going to say it again. I am not here with mixed emotions. When I want to accomplish something, I invest what else is necessary, because I don't like to be mocked. I don't like to be laughed at. I don't like to be disappointed. Since I don't want to deal with those emotions, I'm going to apply my ass to the plow and not look back. See, when you got mixed emotions, you're gonna do things, but you're gonna always be looking back. You got one hand on holistic living and another hand on medical living. You halted between two opinions, bitch. You trying to serve two gods. You trying to walk two different paths, going in an opposite direction. No wonder you chase. No wonder you got a double-minded. You got mixed emotions about conjuring. You got mixed emotions about root work. You got mixed emotions about whether it's good or bad. Why practice a tradition when you got mixed emotions? Why initiate? Because some of y'all have mixed emotions about a man or a woman and you'll still marry them motherfuckers. So people, especially melanated people, because you will talk about white people and be grinning in their face. I got white friends, they racist. They think I'm racist. Do I really care? And we have good conversation, and we check up on each other. The black races and the white races. So all these issues that you got with people, like you got to like people or see people from their same perspective. He trying to survive. I'm not trying to survive. We just trying to survive very differently. I ain't gonna let him get me, and he gonna try not to let me get him. But I'm gonna get his ass. because I don't have mixed feelings. Let me tell you something. If I pull a gun on you, I don't have mixed feelings. I intend to shoot. They always say, don't pull a weapon unless you ready to use it. A lot of y'all be out here in bullshit. Because you make me go there, I'm going there. You knock on my door, I'm goddamn sure going to answer it. I don't know why you got mixed feelings about Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. Because I'm very clear. If you ain't knocking down my Zelle, if you ain't knocking down my PayPal, what the fuck you calling me? If you ain't trying to give me no ass or inviting me to an orgy, what you calling me for? I don't need no false alarm. I'm not that kind of person. If I wasn't even feeling good, and you tell me we got some bad hoes over here, huh? And they got Hoover for a throat. The suction is unreal. I'm gonna get my 80% ass up and go and have a ball. I don't have mixed emotion. Because either I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. You need to learn, when you come to the ATRS, you need to be grounded in what you're looking for. You need to be grounded and rooted in whatever that belief system is. And please, sir and ma'am, do not mess with SU. Because you got to have a Jesus experience. SU is not Jesus. SU is not even Yahshua. Do you understand? It's too many of y'all, even in my family. You halfway even went to church and you want to call me the devil. Huh? You sucking dick and giving up ass and using drugs, and you got a nerve to think I'm the devil? Because of the Bible? That it's not, it's missing documents from where it was derived from. And it was reinterpreted by ignorant ass people about African science. And you're gonna base a Bible that you ain't read from cover to cover. Them 66 books, even though there are books missing. But I ain't got a family member that has read Genesis to Revelation, and you think I'm the devil. Matter of fact, you think your grandma, my grandmother, is the devil. You don't even understand. You ain't did enough history to understand. You can't sell your soul. You can agree to spirits to work for them when you leave this earth for a certain time. But you can't sell something you don't own. You can make a contract. Let me explain to y'all about what you don't understand about the ATRS and African science and melanin energy. Let me break this shit down for you wannabe masters, okay? First of all, I was doing a ceremony receiving my cauldrons. And this guardian spirit that stands by me was with me from the time I entered into this earth plane and this time loop. And he's been there the whole time. And he very seldom did anything good. See, I know what I'm working with by your standards. But he was still powerful in Haitian voodoo. I was getting my cauldrons. And he stopped the ceremony. My spirit, my guardian. He stopped the ceremony and started making a contract with ATRS, with Zarabanda, with Centel. And now he has access, Ebasa, Kimbanda. Not Kimbanda. Kobe Ende. That's what I meant to say. So even in the spirit world, you don't only have power as a divine being or divine goddess to make a contract in your living vessel. You can make a contract with spirits even when you are in spirit form. Get the fuck out of here. See, these are all stories and fables that people make up when they don't understand shit. And you run with those fables and those stories. And a lot of you guys out here doing things that you really believe, you done attach your soul to the devil. Being an entity that don't even exist. That's why when I call my grandmother's spirit, she's not burning flesh and she's not burning in hell with your ignorant ass. And I'm talking to her children. Just like my mama thought, because they kept telling her that I was going to be in darkness and I was going to practice dark magic, that constituted evil. That's ignorant as fuck. There's no such thing as good and evil. There's only energy, frequency, and vibration. Carbon, energy, dark matter, black magic, Eshu, that is the building block of all life. Those are the cells and the atoms. When they talk about Adam and Eve, they goddamn it talking about a atom, A-T-O-M. And when they're talking about Eve, they're talking about the Eve gene, which is the mitochondria gene that every black woman, melanated woman had. Don't bring that ignorant shit to me. I don't care if my children think I'm evil. I don't care if they think I'm a monster. I don't give a fuck. Because I don't have mixed emotion about what I'm serving. I'm knowledgeable about what I'm serving. I'm knowledgeable about what I'm making contracts with. That ain't my fault that you are ignorant. You're not going to be a spirit of chaos and disruption and be in the land of Obatala. If you are a person that like to kill and that's all you ever done, that's where Metcalfu comes in. That's where Eshu comes in. The more turbulent spirit or energy, they have to be guarded by different doorways. When you're a peaceful soul and you still a magical soul, but you are without disturbance, you can work with certain spirits. I would not have no peace unless I'm in the land of Oya, Yanza, or Babalue. My energy got to match Egun. Everybody is different. Air, fire, earth, and water. But you got too many mixed emotions. With the ATRS that we designed. How can you walk in faith and hope and believe in something you got mixed emotions about? Your emotions all over the place. 1 minute you believe in investing and giving currency. Let me tell you, this is oil of oregano. I'm gonna show you how fucked up people think they got me. This is oil of oregano that I told everybody, and I ain't made a mandate for nobody to have to do a parasite clean. I didn't say you can't deal with my platform if you ain't got a parasite clean. I started this for my fucking health. I don't give a fuck if you don't never take anything that I suggested. Because I did this for me. I wasn't gonna let them fuck up and take my life or my quality of life because they are parasites. I am on a mission to kill every parasite, not every bacteria. Because every bacteria ain't bad. But them fuckers that was running around in my cranium, I'm cleaning my this part right now. I'm there here to fuck them up, just like they were trying to fuck me up. A eye for an eye and two for a two. So let's get back to this. Why I don't have mixed emotion. What's up, Ryan? This right here I bought from Vitamin Shop. You don't want to support me to the point you want to get everything on your own. So let me tell your fuck ass this. Only reason this is $100. It almost costs, depending if you I got royalties there. But I just bought Mama Susan's her butter and it was like about $45. Just for the oil of oregano. So you subtract $60 from that. And then I got to ship it to your fuck ass. Take off another $15 because I use UPS. I love them. I'm waiting on the direct deposit in my account as we speak. So I'm not making a fortune off of this. And anything that you give to this ministry, you end up getting it back. You claim to be a supporter. So you shouldn't have a problem giving anything that you're going to write off at the end of the year. Because I'm legal, bitch. Are we clear? All this mixed emotion, and you got mixed emotion with your Tata, your Mambo, your Hugon, this person and that person. What's up, my baby Scorpio? Why are you in a relationship with me if you got mixed emotion? If it bothers you for me to get a extra couple dollars. I already done told you I don't fuck up your money. You don't take care of me. Which you should. Because you out there paying for the pastor's pool boy. He buying him houses. Because he eating his ass. But I digress. Because it ain't nothing wrong with that because he white. See, when y'all talk about pastors and apostles, and you're really saying black people. Because white people can do that and some, and y'all ain't got nothing to say. Y'all don't fuck with him. Huh? He got a dildo longer than your car, and you still call him pastor. Because I'm knocking off the deacon, I ain't a man. And he ain't even a deacon in my church. He's a Baptist cocksucker. I'm apostolic. I don't have deacons. I got dick, but I ain't got deacons. You understand? I understand the laws around non-profit organization. I don't have mixed emotion. But I also know that this is a crooked corporation, and it's more crooked with this administration. But it's always been crooked because it was never set up with us in mind. It set things up to use us as fuel. You're not trying to learn real country because you got too many mixed emotions. You wouldn't have a problem with your personal investment in this platform if you didn't have mixed emotion. So I'm here to ask you, let's stabilize your waters. Let's find out what the fuck is really going on. Why you got mixed emotions when it comes down to the ATRS? What problem do you have? Because they represent black people? They represent black excellence. They represent the mitochondria DNA. The Ankh represents the phallus of the black man. Y'all got so many emotions about a man. Why the fuck you with a man? Why the fuck you having kids with a man when you got all these mixed emotions? Whether he fucking your pussy or your ass, you enjoyed it. Now why you worried about whether he fucking somebody else's ass? Cause your ass ain't good. When your pussy, your ass is the same diameter as your pussy, that's something wrong. Your vagina has the ability to dilate 10 centimeters. Your ass ain't got no business dilating 10 centimeters. So he looking for some type. That's the reason why he went in your ass. I'm trying to drop clues. Who don't like a little friction? I want to know why you got so many mixed emotion when it comes to conjure. The very thing that helps you thrive. The very thing that helps you protect. The reason why you have a problem with people gatekeeping is because you want to defile these rituals. You want to defile the knowledge and science behind so you can sell it to the highest bidder. But you can't own energy, frequency, and vibration. You're a part of energy, frequency, and vibration. You claim to be serving the God of gods, which means there are other gods. They are the Elohim. Why you got mixed emotion? There are other powers that can manifest. Why it got to be your egoon? Because your egoons mean that you are right. No. We all got egoons. Whether you know their names or not. Some of y'all getting into ATRS and you want to know, oh my God, I don't want no bad egoon. Bitch, you bad. You delirious. You worried about which ancestors you want to put on your altar. Your ancestors worried about, please don't put me on your altar. Ain't nobody raising their hand to be backing you. You've been a problem since you were born. While you worried about what answers are showing up for you, you better thank God somebody said, I got that bitch. They just like you. That's why they rocking with you. I ain't got nobody in my spiritual core that don't mind killing. A murderer knows another murderer. I might be better at it. Now, my ego, he done did some wicked shit, but so have I. Birds of feather flock together. Why you worried about your egoon not being worthy to sit on your altar? Some egoon that in your bloodline don't want to be on your altar. They're embarrassed of you. Did you ever think about that? You should hear them spirit talking about your ass. You got too many mixed emotions. You think everybody a con artist like you. And you think somebody always be on. That's why it irks me when some people behave a certain type of way. You think I got time. I am in recovery. What part of that did you don't understand? I didn't say I recovered. And when I do heavy ceremony, I work my ass off on my job. So I'm in a place where I can recover comfortably. I have the time. That's why I retired. So I can have, I got time for your bullshit. I don't have energy, frequency, or vibration. And especially you ain't got no money. That's what makes me even more angry. It makes my nuts itch. You want attention from somebody that you can't even afford. If you rise up right now, you ain't gonna rock with me like that. Stop having mixed emotional about elders, leaders. Stop that. If they're practicing a tradition and you don't have to understand it, who told you they got to jump every time you call? A bitch with some good pussy ain't finna make me jump every time they call. Now, when you got some good head, everything different. I got different responses for different things, huh? But some of y'all act like y'all good throat engine, and your daddy better than you. I answer your daddy phone call before I answer yours. I'm just saying. You got too many mixed emotions. How many times I got to say I got androgynous energy? Divine feminine, divine masculine. I'm so not confused. I don't have to be what you think I am. And that's why you keep getting checked. Because you looking at your feeble ass husband or your feeble ass wife. I'm a divine chaos being. I'm extraterrestrial. I don't know how many fucking times I got to say that. I don't care if I say it nice. I don't care if I use profanity. Is you that slow, bitch? Let the tribe know. We'll get a handicap spot for your ass. You can still be in the tribe, but bitch, you slow. And slow people don't mean they can't get it. It's just taking them a while to get it. We want to designate a personal conjure area for you if you are that slow and you riding on brakes like that, huh? Y'all don't know handicapped people have sex too, huh? They might be slobbing for a different reason than you slob, but they still be enjoying their sex. I'm not a hater, I'm a congratulator. Black people, for us to elevate where we're trying to go, you need to make a decision. I want you to hit on pause. And you need to work through your feelings. Because you sending to me too many signals. And I'm about to shut your ass down. Your mixed emotions are sending me too many signals. And I don't have time for unstable people. I have time for people that want to learn the craft and excel in the craft. I don't have time for haters. I don't have time for people that want my unnecessary attention, especially when it's not attached to a dollar bill. If that don't make, I'm going to say, get my part the ball. I'm not doing all of this that I'm going through to waste time. Whatever time I got left on this timeline, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the people that want to learn, because I'm a Sag. I love to teach. And I ain't just talking. I got something to say. I got something that can impact you. That's my 69. We want money to live good. We want to utilize energy, frequency, and vibration to protect our tribe, our genetics. That you don't get mad with another man for their agenda. White man trying to preserve his genetics, and we should be goddamn it trying to preserve ours. And may the best win. But some of you fucking black people out here, you free radicals, you ain't trying to be in sync with the body. We got something for your ass too. Because all skin folk and kin folk, they're not a part of the collective. They're not trying. They're trying to be a goddamn renegade. You cannot walk up into my building. You can't walk up into my live with your ignorant ass and remain ignorant. That means you're being willful ignorant at the facts that I present. Because if you didn't understand and wanted to understand, there's plenty of things that I drop constantly that will give you the understanding that you're seeking for. But if you ain't trying to get no understanding and you're trying to maneuver me, you couldn't get. First of all, your body ain't up to par. Even if I succumb to your whims, your body is not up to par. I got so many issues with that whole setup. You don't want to talk to a Sagittarius. Don't take my word for it. Find you another Sagittarius male and find you another Sagittarius female and see how they talk. And then you come back to my live and realize I'm not being funny. You don't want to hear what I think. I promise you. Because I will be brutally honest. And you can't take that. I told y'all that this young man, the girl wanted to know so bad why he loved her and how he knew he loved her. He said, I know I love you because your pussy is trash. And I'm still with you. See, you can think you drawing somebody for one reason, and it could be something totally different. And you might be shocked at the information. Those are the facts involved. Instead of you coming to this platform, come to my church, come to my service, my events, anything I'm doing, and learn and develop and be your authentic self. I'm 52 years old. It's hard to impress me, and I'm tell you why. Not only what I done accomplished, my family done accomplished all kind of shit. My mama, my grandma, I got resource upon resource. Even the ones that ain't even all that in my family, they still don't accomplish shit. Like, your goal should be trying to impress Apostle Ely. Your goal is let him do him in my life so I can evolve in my own individual energy, frequency, and vibration. That's why I'm not a hater. That's why I'm a congratulator. I want to see people win. The more the merrier. Y'all already know I believe in orgies, spiritual or natural. So I when I say the more the merrier, I really mean the more the merrier. When Arisha told me I couldn't have threesomes, you ain't said nothing, because the more the merrier. At that particular time, I was looking for a midget, because I said 3.5 is not a threesome. But it can get higher. Huh? And plus I'm retired. And I got Shulagy. I got bee bread. And I can go to sleep and get up fucking. Believe that. I'm gonna be doing that till the day I leave here. Conjure and fucking is what I be doing. Praise is what you do. I ain't hating on nobody. I want you to understand my mindset. I got time to sit here and educate black people about black magic. I got time to sit here and educate black people about conjure, mysticism, and what they doing. And I want to see every one of my students, every one of my in the future God kids excel. And the only time where I can do that, I got to recover all. And if you ain't going to help me financially to get where I'm going, please, sir and ma'am, do not try to pull my attention. You're not going to, if you're not going to get the hierarchy of God to give you an audience, if you ain't got shit to say or do, why do you want these supreme spirits, these high interdimensional spirits, to give you an audience for your bullshit? I don't understand that. Why would I trouble the water and ain't nobody gonna get healed? I don't start a spell with no purpose, no intention. Just because I'm a conjurer. I don't go to the cemetery and fuck with them people in that cemetery unless I got an assignment or I'm giving them an offering. I don't even go to the son of a chosen, Minister Mario, for no bullshit. If I ain't gonna go to him for his daughter, why would I fuck with him? Why would I fuck with the son of a chosen? You don't have no respect. You think spirits have to give you an audience because you talk, because you put a baby down. You know how many people have parties for the Orishas and the Orishas don't even come down? You ain't the one. When I had my crown,